Alright guys, it's your girl Tierra and I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing another story time for y'all. And this is the video everybody been requesting, and I guess it's a video floating around and everybody just want me to do a story time on me going to jail. So let's talk about it. So I'm gonna get right into it, man. This should be the only video. It ain't gonna take 13 or 14 videos to get it to y'all. So yeah, so one day after everything happened, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I had one out for my arrest. I didn't know anything. I just know I talked to old girl, and she was like, she didn't write a statement on me. And, you know, I couldn't trust that, but I was like, unfortunately, it was a situation that the state had took up. So the state slapped one dead on my ass. So one day I'm heading to Atlanta, and I'm on Interstate 20. If you know, you know. I'm headed to Atlanta, and I look at my gas can, and I realize that I do not have enough gas in my car to get back. And I don't play around in Atlanta. If I'm going somewhere in Atlanta, I go there and bring my ass back home. I don't stop. I don't get gas. I don't do nothing. I don't do none of that. So I exit off on the next exit for gas, which was Douglasville. And I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? I'm better. I was feeling better. I was feeling good. I was in a good mood that day. I had my music playing. I'm chilling. You know, it was raining outside a little bit. So I stopped at the gas station to get my gas or whatnot. Then I proceed to leave the parking lot of the gas station. And I look left, I look right. And as I was looking left and right, I kind of got a whiff of my rearview mirror, and I seen blue lights behind me. So I looked behind me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to make sure this rearview mirror wasn't deceiving me. So I look behind me, and I'm like, oh, shit. And when I look back in front of me, it was another car in front of me, barricading me in. And I'm like, damn. So the guy came to the car, and he was like, is this your truck, ma'am? And I was like, yeah, step out. He told me to step out. And, you know, us as black people, we gon' hit them with that. Well, what am I being arrested for? Like, what did I do? We gonna hit them with that regardless if we know what we got going on or not. We gonna try to drag that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Even if we getting 5 extra seconds of sitting in the car before they get a hold of us, we gonna ask questions or try to. So it's like, ma'am, just get out the car. And I'm like, okay, but I mean, just tell me what up. Then I went to grab my phones, and he was like, could you please stop funneling and step out of the car? And I'm like, damn. So I got out the car. He turned me around, put the handcuffs on me, and I said it one more time. Could you please tell me what I'm being arrested for? I knew what I was being arrested for, but I just didn't know the charge. And he said, I'll tell you in a minute. So here come the other guy got out the car, and he got out the car, and he took me and put me in his SUV police car. And while he's putting me in there, he said it was a little battery charge or whatever. And I was like, damn. So I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell that it happened. I'm mad that now I'm in these folks' custody and I'm finna go to jail in Douglasville. And then you know, like I know, and like everybody else know, you do not want to fuck around in Douglas County. I don't know nothing. I don't give a damn what you, bro. You don't even want to slide through Douglas County going somewhere else. You might want to go around. Do not play. Douglas County do not play. And I knew that, so I was scared, but I was trying to hold myself together because I'm like, well, battery ain't nothing but a misdemeanor, you know. And for the first time in my life, like Cat Williams said, for the first time in my life, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna get right out. I'm finna get right out. I'm not gonna be here long. Like, I'm not on probation. I don't really have a history. Like, I ain't gonna be here long. So when folks take me in, man, I'm talking about, it was like 2 o'clock that day when I got arrested. So they take me in. I didn't go to the back till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm really just sitting in holding cells, cold as hell. And then I'm gonna tell y'all the worst feeling in the world. The worst thing in the world, the most embarrassing thing in the world is when they tell you, turn around, spread them, squat, and cough. I was so motherfucking embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, the girl that was like checking me, and so I can switch out, And she was kind of cute. Like, she was kind of cute. And I just felt embarrassed. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's she looking at? Like, she behind me? That was the most embarrassing feeling in the fucking world. Like, that's one part right there I do not want to do again, ever. And so, I'm sitting in the holding cell, man. It is pretty much by myself. Some, other girl in there. She ain't talking. But she did tell me she had a probation violation. So, she knew that she had to sit for a while. But anyway, I get back to the back at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I slept for about 3 hours. I slept for about 3 hours, and they woke me up about 6 o'clock for me to get ready to go to court. So I go to court, and now I'm sitting in another holding cell. I'm just waiting. Like, court started at 9. I didn't see the judge till like almost 12, right? And I'm in a little pod by myself in the holding cell waiting to see the judge. So they called my name to go see the judge. When I go see the judge, they had the prosecutor and somebody else, the police officer that was on the scene. The police officer had read out everything that happened. He read out everything that happened. And I'm going to be real. A lot of that shit that he said, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I did that. But at that point, I put my head down. I was like, man, this judge is not about to give my ass no bond. Damn. They just making me look bad. Like, they just making me look bad. But I did a quick one. I put my head up, closed my eye. I did a real quick one. Like, God, please, look, please, I'm part of this, man. I won't do this no more. Please, I got y'all. I'm not a crazy person. No, I ain't crazy. Full time, it's like I'm just crazy all the time, man. I never fought in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the man up above in my head while they talking. And then the prosecutor, I mean, it was a DA. The DA was like, they had reached out to my ex-wife, and they couldn't get none out of her. She wasn't talking. And they reached out to her several times. They actually reached out to her the day the morning I had to go to court. She said she wanted to reach out to her before I went to court to see how she wanted to handle this. And they said they couldn't get none out of her. Like, she just, like, fuck it, man. I'm done with that. Like, I don't care. So yes, the state most definitely took that up. They said she didn't do a report or anything on me. But they did ask my ex, did she want it to be in the bond conditions for me to stay away from her, not reach out to her, not call her, not show up at her job, none of that. And she said no, she wanted contact with me. And I'm like, I'm smiling like, I got a little hope. I'm smiling like, well, if that don't make them think, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a really bad person. Like, she said she wanted contact with me. And they asked me how I felt about that. And in my mind, I know it's over with. Like, I'm not worried about that. Like, and I'm like, that's fine. But they told me, they was like, okay, y'all can have contact. But if you put your hands on her again, or if you threaten her, you're coming right back in here and you ain't gonna have no bond next time. I said, Judge, you don't have to worry about me now. Now, you gonna give me this bond? So, man, they gave me a bond, man, and I'm cool. I'm happy with this bond. I'm like, yes, I'm about to go. So they took me back to the holding cell at the courthouse, which is in the jailhouse. It's an area in the jailhouse that's a court area. So took me back in that cold motherfucker. Then here come this white girl coming in there, and she was happy as hell. Let me tell you how these folk did her. She was happy as hell, bro. She was like, I'm getting out today. And I'm like, oh, man, how long has it been? She said a year. I'm like, damn, I know you happy. I know that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out too. And, she was like, I was like, so what you gonna do when you get out? She said, man, I gotta get me something to eat. I said, what you gotta taste for? She's like, man, I want some Chipotle. I want some Chipotle, and I want me some lemonade. I just want some shit that I ain't had in a minute. I said, I know that's right. Her parents, them even got her phone back on and stuff so she can, you know what I'm saying, whoop, jump back into life, you know what I'm saying, as soon as she get out calling people's up or whatever. So I'm back in the holding cell for about at least 3 or 4 hours. And they really just forgot about me.